For over 20 years, the Atlantic Mayors Congress has provided a forum for exchanging ideas and a unified voice for municipal leaders in Atlantic Canada. The Summerside edition has a particular focus on addressing housing and homelessness, with sessions engaging community, provincial, and national perspectives.
I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and what an absolute pleasure it is to be here on day 2 of the Atlantic Mayors Congress. I want to tell you, a lot of great conversations have been happening, a lot of collaboration, and there's a lot of moving parts in this area from all levels, of government, federally, right to the municipal level, but industry partners and academic partners. But everybody is in this conversation, and it's so great to see this level of collaboration. Minister, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what you're up to?
Look, first of all, thanks for having me here. Gudie Hutchings, Minister responsible for the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency, Minister of Rural Economic Development, and proud member of Parliament for the Long Range Mountains in beautiful West Coast Newfoundland and Labrador.
Great. A lot of potential in Atlantic Canada. You would know that. Of course, ACOA being front and center in a lot of that economic development. Tell me, what are some of the exciting things that you're focused on?
Look, the wind is just getting in our sails in Newfoundland and Labrador and in Atlantic Canada. We see the wind hydrogen potential. We've got a chance to be part leaders of a $1 trillion industry by 2040.
Yeah.
$1 trillion industry, right? Be global exporters of wind hydrogen to power the world. It's exciting, and it's in every province, every province in Atlantic Canada. You've got Everwind, you've got Rural GH2, and then of course the supply. People forget all the supply that's going to go with that significant industry. Also with that, of course, you've got critical minerals. Right. That's important too. The wind is just getting in our sails, and I'm proud of the work that ACOA does in supporting a lot of the small and medium-sized businesses to get them started and help people grow and leverage to be able to support this growing sector.
Yeah, there is so much happening, particularly where you live. Certainly, there's no doubt about that. That hydrogen vision that exists at the moment, it's just incredible. And to me, it creates opportunities that we can't even see right now, which is just fantastic.
And I think that's part of the problem. Until people start to see it, then they'll start to embrace it. But I love to tell a story. There was a rally of support of the project out in Port-au-Port, out my way. And it was small business, from the coffee shop owner to the person supplying the workboats, to the major contractors, to the hotels, to the everything. And there was a sign that stuck out in everybody's mind, and it was a little girl holding a blue poster saying, "I want my dad to work home." Yeah. So some people say, where are you going to get the workforce for this? Well, the workforce is there. Yeah. And I travel a lot. Most of the people in this room travel a lot. And when you're on the plane, 9 times out of 10, you're sitting by a rotational worker. Right. And they'll say, Gudie, do you think that lithium mine is going to go? What about the wind hydrogen thing? What about the gold mine? What's going on north, right? Do you think these projects are going to get started? Because I want to move home. I think that's going to be a huge thing too, that the workforce that's now all over the world, Newfoundlanders, Labradorians, Atlantic Canadians, were known to be incredibly hard workers, and sadly, people have had to move away. I think we're going to see an awful lot of people move back home, which will be phenomenal. It
must be great for you to be on those flights and talking to those people to say, hey, be patient. There's opportunity coming. Right?
I've got a list of emails this long. People say, can I give you my email? Will you pass it along to somebody? And I do. Yeah. All the proponents have offices set up in the province, and I just say, look, I ran into a pipe fitter, or I ran into a heavy mechanic, I ran into, here's their name, put it in your list and send out any information you have. So it truly, we have an opportunity now in Atlantic Canada for 2.5 million people that we've never had before. Right. Yeah. And that's why I love these congresses. Everybody's together. Yeah, we have some challenges. We do have some challenges. Top of mind for everyone is a housing issue. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Right. They've done some great work here in Summerside, but what you do in Summerside, you're not going to do in downtown Toronto, right? Yeah. And that can be told everywhere in Atlantic Canada. So that's top of mind. My colleague and friend, Minister Fraser's coming today. I'm sure he's going to talk about some of the tools in his toolbox. Right. But we'll all work together on that, because we're going to need those houses to support this industry growth. And the wind is just getting in our sails.
Yeah, I love the way you describe that. And tell me, what is your message to these municipalities in Atlantic Canada about the opportunities that exist out there?
Work together. right? We're not going to get anywhere if we stay siloed. So work together, that we can show that for 2.5 million people, we are working together to take advantage of the industry that is on our doorstep and the industries that we have. Look, we've got incredible tourism. We've got mining already. We've got infrastructure. We've got incredible agriculture and forestry. But we do far much better when we all work together, right? Yeah. And that's the message. And you see it here and you feel it in the vibe in this community here of all these mayors and municipal leaders. And most of them are volunteer. You know, they have their day job as well. Yeah. And they're giving to their community because they believe in their community. They believe in Atlantic Canada. They believe in Canada. Right. Canada's not broken, my friend. Yeah. Canada's got such potential, and it's working with people like this. And I'm proud to be part of a federal government that wants to work with municipalities and does work with municipalities to make a difference, right?
And you know, one of the most powerful tools in their toolbox, of course, is ACOA. They know that they can always reach out to ACOA and look for solutions in your agency. And kudos to you for the great work that you're doing and your team at ACOA.
Well, ACOA has 32 offices in Atlantic Canada. Yeah. So they're scattered about. They know the doers and the movers and the shakers. They know the people that have potential to expand or grow, or new ideas to say, look, this is on your doorstep now, so take advantage of that, right? And the other big thing I'm so important and so pleased about is the work we've done in connectivity. Yeah. That's the equalizer. No matter you live in a small community or a large community, if you have access to high-speed, affordable broadband, that is the equalizer. And we all say, yeah, that's the thing for kids doing your homework, and that's important. For you working from home, that's important. But when you see how technology has changed, here we are in the potato capital of Canada. Look at the technology that farmers are using now on their fields. You know, look what fishers are using. When you look at virtual healthcare, the thousands and thousands of dollars that's helping save in you now being able to access a virtual appointment with your doctor instead of having to drive 3 or 4 hours, or instead of having a follow-up to drive 3 or 4 hours. So it's there. But the big opportunity when you have access to internet is economic growth. Because now your markets are not only local, you've got the world open to global international markets. And the connectivity piece is important. In 2014, 78% of the country had access to affordable, reliable internet. Yeah. We're now up to 93.5% in Canada. We're just under that, pardon me, in Atlantic Canada. But we're well underway to set our goal, meet our goals of having 98% of Canada connected by 2026 and the rest of the world by 2030. That is a true equalizer. That is going to move the needle. So it doesn't matter where you live, if you have access to that affordable, reliable, high-speed internet, the world is your oyster.
Minister, you must be incredibly proud of the ACOA team.
I'm so proud of the ACOA team. You know, I've got some of the team here with me in PEI today. They know it. They've been in this and they've seen the growth opportunities in many, many fields. Yeah. And they all work together. Yeah. So when we talk about how we all have to work together as municipalities and levels of government, ACOA works together to find the people and support the businesses and grow the team.
Yeah, no, listen, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm just looking over your shoulder there and I see Pat Dorsey over there. And PEI wouldn't be where it is today without a guy like Pat Dorsey. Yep. Kind of pushing people, getting that economic development going. So kudos to you for the leadership that you're providing. We certainly appreciate having you on the show.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
Take care.
For over 20 years, the Atlantic Mayors Congress has provided a forum for exchanging ideas and a unified voice for municipal leaders in Atlantic Canada. The Summerside edition has a particular focus on addressing housing and homelessness, with sessions engaging community, provincial, and national perspectives.